Hello, this is Andrew Humble, and I'm going to be providing a demo for the commenting user story. I'll start by going through the user story here, and then we'll go through the prototype made with Figma. So the user story states, as a current user, I want to be able to post follow-up comments within a lesson for instructors or others to respond to. This is kind of a basic tenet of an interactive learning program where students that are going through these courses on MIT OpenCourseWare can sort of create a community between each other as well as their instructors by being able to ask questions or post comments on anything pertaining to the course. And so I'm going to jump into a prototype here to see what this might actually look like visibly. So taking the perspective of the student, here I am going through this Introduction to Statistical Physics lecture. It's the first lecture in the program, and you see how I have this PDF presented to me here, kind of with the course content that I'm going to be going through for this lesson. Down here we have the discussion where I can start that discussion that has not yet been started. You see the total comments is currently 0. You see just kind of the general overview or the layout of what this lesson portion will look like. And so you see on the side here, you have the different parts of this lesson that I can go into. You see this lecture notes, so this drop shadow indicates where I currently am at. You can go back to go see other courses you've been working on under profile. You can access your profile directly here, and you can also go back home here. And all these are indicated as affording some action as given by those hover effects as well as the different effects shown here. But for the purpose of this user story, we're going to be demoing the comment section down here. So when we want to go comment, or I as a student, I decide that, I did this statistical physics lecture, but I have a question. And so I'm going to go down to this discussion box. You see how it's kind of this darker gray initially, but when I click into it, it goes that lighter gray. Again, kind of signifies that I'm interacting with it. I'm going to go ahead and paste in my question here, which is relating to my course topic. And I want to ask just kind of general question to everybody. Can you explain the concept of microstates and macrostates in more detail? I'm having trouble understanding the difference between them. So by engaging with this community, I potentially find answers to my problem using this discussion feature. I can now post this to the comment section. You can see here I am, user 1, just posted it right now. You see my comment, and you see I've already got 3 upvotes really quick. Y'all see the total comments incremented to 1. Now let's transition to pretending that I'm the student that can respond to this. And I go and see user 1's question, and now I want to answer user 1's question and provide that person some answers to what they're looking for. Go ahead and click this reply. Again, you can see how that darkens upon hovering. You see how that increments to 5 minutes ago, and so as time's gone up, that frequency of how long ago it was posted has also increased. Again, we're going to click into the box. You'll see it go lighter to signify that we've clicked into it. I'll again paste in my answer here, talking about the difference between microstates and macrostates in response to user 1. And again, I can press that reply button. So now you see me, who I am now user 2. I'm replying to user 1 with an informative answer to answer their initial question. Let me see that right there. You see how it's kind of nested beneath that in kind of an orderly fashion to signify that it's a reply to that parent comment. And now let's say I'm the third case where first I acted as the user asking the initial question. Second, I acted as user number 2 who was replying to user 1's question. Now let's pretend I'm user 3 and I see this and I agree that user 1's question was a good question to ask. I had that same question. And so I want to upvote that as a relevant question I think other students could benefit from seeing, as well as just kind of awarding my props to user 1 for asking a good question. To do that, I can hover over this plus icon. You see it becomes a darker purple upon hovering. And when I press that, it will increment to 4 upvotes. And so as user 3, just kind of wanted to give my applause to user 1, and I can do that with that upvote feature. So this just kind of summarizes what this commenting feature looks like in this discussion section beneath the lesson, how you can comment, how you can reply to a comment, as well as how you can vote on comments to kind of provide a sense of validity as to how good comments are, and that the better comments will rise to the top.